Welcome back to the Everyday Show. If you're just tuning in, my name is Gabe Glassman. We are here with UF Summer Media Institute Specialist, Bridget. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Now, Bridget, you have been with UF for such a long time. Can you tell us just like a little bit about your history here at the university?
Well, I have 2 degrees from this college, my bachelor's degree and my master's degree. And after I earned my degrees, I went out and I worked in TV for a number of years. I was a news reporter, news anchor, and then I came back about 18 years ago to teach because I missed UF, I missed the college, and this is like home to me. This is where I grew up, this is where I got my start, and I came back to teach other students.
Yeah, my mom was a graduate here, so coming here with my mom, she had a lot of fun like, showing me around the college.
I'll bet.
So, what got you into journalism and broadcasting?
You know, it's really funny. I was always fascinated by TV news. I remember when I was in preschool, actually before I started school, my brother was in kindergarten. He was a year older than me. And when he would go to school every day, I would sit in my little rocking chair in front of the TV. And at noontime, back then, we had, network newscasts with Huntley Brinkley and all of these big anchors of the day, and this was back in the 60s. And I would sit in my little rocking chair and I would watch these men talk about Vietnam, talk about what was going on in the world and see all of this footage. And I was just so fascinated with them because I remember thinking, they know everything. And of course they didn't. You know, they had correspondents bringing back the stories. They had people providing them with information. But I was fascinated by that because they seemed like they knew everything in the whole world to me. And I guess I never lost that sense of awe. So once I got into college, I thought I wanted to be a newspaper reporter, came to UF, saw the broadcast facilities, and went, I've got to try it. And I did, and I was hooked.
It's such a great story. Who is like your biggest inspiration like in life to like help and like who has like helped you get through like this entire process to lead you to this position now?
Oh gosh, probably a combination of my family and my teachers in high school and here at UF. I had teachers in high school, one in particular, an English teacher, who told me about my writing. One time he said to me, "You've got it. You've got it." And I thought, oh, I didn't realize I could write. But that really, I've never forgotten that. And it was just those 3 words from one person who really made me start thinking that maybe a career in journalism was something that I could do.
It's awesome. I have one more incredible question for you. But before we go on to the next question, I just think how incredible just like all broadcasters are, and that leads me to my next question. This community is falling or rising. People say it's falling, some people say it's rising. For all the people who want to be broadcasters or journalists out there in the country, maybe even the world, do you have any advice for them?
I have a lot of advice. I think we live in a time where journalism is as important now as it ever has been, if not more so. But in addition to that, I think that we really need to think long and hard about how we tell stories. I think journalism has evolved into a lot of commentary and personal opinion. And of course, we have all kinds of opinion shows that sort of look like news, but they're opinion. And I would like to see the industry kind of get back to tell me the story and let me decide what I think and just give me the facts. Let me decide how to think and how to feel instead of telling me how to think and how to feel.
Thank you so much. Let's give a hand for Bridget, everyone. All right, if you want to send your teenager to the UF Summer Media Institute, look it up online. Next up is the big thing. We got Jay-Z, we have Beyonce. Stay tuned right after the break.